Hello YouTube and welcome to my second episode of the review series, and today in this episode we're going to be reviewing the second serial of series 1 of the revived series. And now I have done some notes again to make this review a lot more better, and to make it more enjoyable instead of it being really slow and dull. Which I find a lot of my videos are, but that's my opinion. So this episode was written by Russell T Davies, who also wrote the previous episode, Rose, and it stars Christopher Eccleston, who plays the Ninth Doctor, and Billy Piper, who plays Rose Tyler. So two main characters there. And I've got the basic summary just written down for you, and I will read that to you now. So bear with me whilst I give you my basic summary. Okay, so the Doctor takes Rose to her first trip through time, to the year 5 billion, where they join a group of delegates preparing to watch the Earth being consumed by the sun. And during that event, there are some unwanted guests on board, and some terror is revealed. So that was sort of my basic plot. Can you guys just tell me what you think of my plots, if they give away any spoilers or whatever? I think I mentioned this during my previous review of Rose. But you know, if that's not the case, then I'll continue doing these style of plots. I sort of get these plots off the internet to try and mix them with my own. Sometimes I'll steal the whole plot that a person has written down or something, like on a review or whatever. And so I've got a fair few good points, and about 3 bad points. And of course, best performance and personal rating to finish off. So the first good point on the list is that I think Cassandra is a really great villain who's been voiced by the magnificent Zoe Wanamaker. Sounds like a weird name, but that's her name. She was in Johnny the Bomb. She was in My Family, and she was in New Earth again. But her appearance before she was turned into like a stretched bit of skin. And and she calls herself the last human. And of course, as Rose is there, she's not really the last human. And they go into this whole argument about who is the last human out of Rose or Cassandra. It's not a massive argument, but Rose tries to make it a massive argument. This second good point about this episode is the scene where the sun expands. I think was quite an effective scene, and if you think about it, it would be quite emotional as well, because we don't know when the world's going to end, or I'm not too sure if there's an actual prediction been given. I doubt it, but yeah, I mean, let's not go into any depressing matters about the world going to end and all that bullshit about the world ending in 2012. I mean, what crap. Because we're still alive now. And the third one on the list is, I think, the special effects for this episode. Because 70%, if my memory serves me correctly, I believe that 70% of the production team's budget was spent on this episode, trying to fully engage the audience and see if they like it, and it really did pay off, I think. So they be able to get more money because of this episode, and it apparently reached 7.97 million views in the United Kingdom, according to Wikipedia. But Wikipedia are usually wrong, mostly. But still, if that's the case, then that's quite a lot of views. And the fourth one is, of course, well, not of course, but I quite like the pre-title sequence of this episode, where you just see, a quote to go with this is, on the last quote in the pre-title sequence, the Doctor says, "Welcome to the end of the world." Not that dramatic, but you get the point. And I found my headphones. I was looking for them. They're tied to the window. Oh, found them! Yes. Anyway, sorry about that. The fifth point is I really like the creatures in this episode. So if we just recap what the creatures we had in the episode, of course, we've got the face of Bo, we've got Cassandra, and if I just look in this brilliant book here, I think you should really get it. It's got loads of... Where is it? Let's have a look. Here we go. Okay, we've got the Mox of Balhoun. We've got Stuart. We've got the Mr. and Mrs. Paku. We've got let's have a look. We've got Lady Cassandra. You've got the Forest of Cheam trees. We've got the adherents of the repeated meme, who I quite like, and we've got the robot metal spiders, and of course we've got like the steward's sort of servant, like workforce, and I think that's about it. Just correct me if I'm wrong, if I've missed any out. I think there was one I missed out, but I just couldn't remember the names, so apologies for that, and I couldn't find them. And I don't want to waste too much time trying to find all the aliens and that. So, and another point is, I think this episode is it's simple, but it's also quite effective, like I mentioned before, because to go hand in hand with this, I just think the characters are really, really great in this. You know, you got Jabe, who during the episode, like towards the end of it, grows a really sort of strong relationship with the Doctor, I think, because even though she is a tree, she did get on fire in order to save the Doctor's life, which I thought was really good. Well, not good in a way that she was meant to die or anything, just good that what she did was to help the Doctor defeat Cassandra, or just things like that. So that's basically my good points. I hope. I wonder if you guys got any other good things to say about this episode, or whether you don't, or if you like it or don't like it. Just post the comment down below, telling me your opinions. And now we shall move on to the bad points. There's 3 bad points. Then the first one we've got is it's a bit boring in some places. That's my opinion, but I think there's not many places, but I think in some places it does get a bit boring. I have to admit. I can't really think of any examples, but I just know for a fact there are a few scenes which are could have been replaced with more adventurous scenes instead of just a really boring conversation, as it were. So the second one is again sort of hand in hand with this, is that there are some deft scripting that wastes time on screen. Again, I can't think of an example, but I just remember that does occasionally happen. It doesn't need to be there. It could have been replaced with something better and not thought out well. By Russell T Davies, even though he's a great writer, but there's some eras in this episode which I didn't quite like. And the final bad point, is that I think all of the aliens or the creatures should be introduced to the Doctor instead of just the Moxa Balhoun, the appearance of the repeated beam, Jabe, because there should have been the others being introduced. And sorry about the noise. The windows are closed, but I don't know what the hell that is, so apologies if you can hear it, and if it's annoying you. So just ignore it if you can, but that might be difficult, and it's near towards the end of my review anyway. And so best performance, I think, would have to be Zoe Wanamaker, who plays Cassandra. I think she steals the show really towards the end of the episode, and I think she's just a really good actress. I think she was meant to be Cassandra. I think she was perfect for the role of Cassandra. And now we go on to my personal rating. Now, I give this episode a 6 out of 10. It's an okay episode. There are a lot of better episodes than this in series 1 and the other series. So yeah, that pretty much concludes my review of noted review of The End of the World, series 1, episode 2. So thank you guys for watching. Again, apologies about the noise. That's starting to piss me off a bit, and apologies for the foul language. So I'll see you guys next time for possibly The Unquiet Dead. Don't know when you'll get that, but I'll see you soon. So thanks for watching, and comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll have to quickly turn it off now because the iPad's going to slip, and goodbye.